mission is to provide the foundation of an in-depth risk assessment. The product of a completion includes identification of the undesired events, the description of facility, identification of critical assessments pertaining to Stratton, and recognizing protection objectives. But first, the history of the Stratton Building.
The Henry D. Stratton Building and the College of Law Enforcement was established in 1974. The Stratton Building contains approximately 133,298 square feet on all of its 4 levels. Designed of reinforced, cast-in-place concrete, columns, beams, and floor systems, the Stratton Building sits on 40 acres on the south side of Eastern Kentucky's main campus. In 2011, 25,500 square feet was added to the Stratton Building. Now here's to Courtney with the facility description.
I'll be doing the facility description of the Stratton Building today. There are 4 components included in the facility description that I'll be addressing today, which are the physical description of the building, facility operations, the security protection systems, and the workforce description. We are currently on the south side of the Stratton Building. There are 11 access points on the south side of the Stratton Building. The lake back here is located on the south side of the Stratton Building as well. There are 2 mechanical rooms and 2 electrical rooms and storage units on the underground part on the south side of the Stratton Building. 2 mechanical entrances and 2 electrical entrances. There's also an elevator to my right side. That's also an access point. There's a utilities box located on the west side of the Stratton Building, which is locked. 4 entrances on the west side of the Stratton Building. We are currently in front of the unloading dock for the Stratton Cafe, which is located on the far east side of the Stratton Building. Two main entrances right here. 2 main entrances on the west side. And there's the garage right there. The 4th level of the Stratton facility contains 38 classrooms and is dedicated to the police studies program in the Stratton Building. We're currently on the west side of the Stratton Building, 1st level in the men's locker room, which used to contain the entrance to the Stratton pool. This room also contains the internet control panel. Now I will pass it off to my partner Paxton.
I'll be going over the facility operations, the security protection systems, and the workforce description of the Stratton Building. The overall mission of the Stratton Building is to provide students with high quality level of instruction, service, and scholarship. The cyber information systems, utilities, and faculty and staff are essential to the day-to-day operations of the Stratton Building. If any of these are crippled, this would disrupt the day-to-day operations. Next, I'll be going over the security protection systems of the Stratton Building. The physical protection systems include locks on the classroom doors, some with keypads, and an alarm system is present in the building to detect intruders when the building is closed. The cyber protection systems include username and password requests when using the Stratton Building computer. As you can see here, the cyber protection systems are pretty open to the public. If I wanted to disrupt any of the cyber protection systems, it wouldn't take much. This is the workforce description of the Stratton Building. The Stratton Building includes 125 faculty and staff and 2,400 students. All faculty, during the hiring process, have to go through a background check. The background check is performed by Hire Right Incorporated, who checks their criminal records, educational qualifications, and sex offender status of all applicants.
Undesired events are anything that threatens the mission of the building. Now, the mission of Stratton Building is obviously to educate College of Justice and Safety majors. Each undesired event is specific to each building on EKU's campus. So Stratton will have different threats and undesired events than other buildings on EKU's campus. For example, a cyber attack could happen. We could take out the internet system here, and students wouldn't be able to get on Blackboard and access any of their grades. Professors wouldn't be able to post grades, and that would affect the mission of the building. Also, the theft of computers and other technology equipment could also threaten this. Active shooter situations are going on all across America right now, so this is a very real event. And this could lead to hostage situations, loss of life, or just damage to the building. Also, chemical attacks are very potent to the Stratton building. We have the Bluegrass Army Depot just miles away, and say there's an accident there, that would be an undesired event. Also, there could be a chemical attack, or a biological attack in the cafeteria. This is an example of the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning units. Now, if these were to be exploited, that could lead to an undesired event. Also, there's some events that we can't control, natural disasters. Earthquakes and tornadoes are also a very real threat, and that could easily ruin the mission of the Stratton building.
Part of facility characterization is identifying the critical assets of that facility. Since the objective here is to educate the most important assets, the 2,600 plus students, the 50 full-time faculty members, and all other staff. Another critical asset that directly affects the personnel is the cafe, where many people go for socializing and to eat lunch. A third critical asset of the Stratton building is the hardware, such as computers, televisions, especially in the learning commons where there are many of those, as well as the heating and ventilation and the alarm system. Even though it's not necessarily something that can be priced, the 9/11 memorial as well as the Kentucky State Trooper statue that we walk past every day are both psychologically one of the largest critical assets of this facility.
Objectives of Stratton are secure mass notification systems such as fire alarms, secure cyber systems and infrastructure, preserve life of students and faculty and staff. To reduce the damage to the physical building, and last, establish emergency location to continue activities if Stratton is compromised.